Yo. All right, let me check to make sure the stream is working. Give me a sec, y'all. What is good, y'all? Hope y'all doing good on this Friday afternoon, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome to Newton's Manga Academy, of course. Decided to actually put the dissertation, the doctoral regalia on, because what's the point of owning it if you're never going to use it? All right, let's see. Let's check to make sure we're alive. Darn it, YouTube Studio. YouTube. Your channel. There we go. All right, let's make sure the volume sounds dissertation, good. Yep, sounds good. All right, what is good, y'all? Welcome to Newton's Manga Academy. If you're here, it's Pirate Hour is amongst us. Again, I do plan on getting to other series. The school year just ended. It's my first year as a lecturer. So, I've been teaching for the last, since 2015, so the last 11 years, but for the last 10 of it is as a graduate student. So it's like your job security is not really on the line as a graduate student. They kind of have to give you a TA ship unless you royally screwed up. If you like really, really screwed up, then they could like revoke your ability to TA as a graduate student. As long as you don't do anything critically stupid, it doesn't really matter how well you teach as a graduate student. But I was a pretty good teacher as a graduate student. My student opinion questions were usually pretty good. But since I graduated, I successfully defended my dissertation last September. So I've been working as a teacher as an actual professional. So that's when your job security matters, because those student opinion questions can really screw you as a faculty, since you're not guaranteed a position. Since I'm not a graduate student, I'm an actual teacher at the institution. But thankfully, all my students love me. For the 11th year in a row, my student opinioneer questions look really good. So I did. So it was a challenging school year. I had to take over for a class in the middle of the school year due to some unfortunate circumstances with another faculty member. So it was a rough first year as a full-time teacher, but we made it. So during December, I want to get into more series, get reacted to some different series, catch up on some series I haven't read in a while. So thank you for being a part of the journey, and buckle up. It's going to be for a fun ride. So chapter 1183 of One Piece is out. So without further ado, let's dive in. Let me make sure my filter is on. Yep. All right, so we got a color page with Luffy with the straw hats. We got Luffy with the jacket, Niku and some meat. We got Robin. We got a pink elephant with Usopp on it. Sanji serving drinks. Zoro's drinking booze. Nami's looking at a map. Brooke is rocking out. Frankie is being Frankie, and Jinbei's chilling in the background, and Chopper's being Chopper. We got a larger elephant shooting the water that they're all sitting on top of. It's pretty cool. All right, author notes pending. So chapter 1183 of One Piece, Good More Made. The fierce battle between Loki and Emu rages on. Ragnar, though, has to waited all this time for one capable of bringing vengeance upon Emu. Okay, so there were always ops. So Ragnar is waiting for someone to bring vengeance upon Emu. Is that not so? Ragnar, squeak, squeak. Then Loki's heading towards Emu. What is he rambling about? I've never seen someone so resilient. Loki. Then Emu, Loki, Straw Hat Luffy. Neither of ye could ever be Mu's soldiers. Mu will erase thee. Neither of thee could ever be Mu's soldiers. So this confirmation that the Domi just doesn't work on those two. So Loki's grabbing his staff and he's coating it with the black fire. Just like Dozan. Who is Dozan? They're adding new people. Who is Dozan? Who is this person? Why are we getting this name drop in chapter 1183? Dozan. This is some person. Then we see, I think that's Ragnar Patter Patter. Loki. Ragnar. Two Jin blades. Then Loki's heading towards Emu, and Emu's staff is covered with more black fire. So we see the sky. We see like bolts coming from the sky, and Emu's starting to twirl his staff around. Helheim. Wait, what? Ragnar Two Jin Blades Heim. So two giant bolts of lightning struck at Emu. Sword of Wrath, Gram. Like pologram. So then Emu's twirling to, I guess, deflect the attack. Western Village. So we see the rain. So we actually can see Loki and Emu clash in the distance. So Zaza's still dumping on the rain. So one of the giants, save the children. Ooh, the kids are in the water. We're not letting you take them. So we got, we've just saved them. We'll never give up our children. So we got Oimo. We got, Gabon's wife. Oh, damn. I probably forget her name. And a bunch of other forgetful giants. Wait, guys. Stop moving. We need to do blood transfusions. You'll die if you don't. Oh, Chopper's talking to them. They're trying to take my boy. My life doesn't mean a damn thing right now. She's all wrapped up in bandages. Wah, kaya. Then Zaza put their hands forward and more in like a downpour of water. Just starts pressing the giants. Help us! We got Killingham. Only 7 brats. Well, I guess that'll do. Let's go, Zaza. Sanji's heading towards them. What the hell is going on here? Sanji's looking concerned. So this is where Loki froze Gunko. So you see a bunch of fire. The block of ice is still holding up well. So you see Gunko still in the ice. Brooke, about that woman. Is there so this is Chopper talking to Brooke. Is there a reason you were so hell bent on confronting her? I only butted in because I could tell it was serious. Brooke is silent. So Nami, do you know her, Brooke? Is she an enemy from your past? Brooke, she's not an enemy, but she's someone I hope I'd never have to face again. Usopp is concerned. It was supposed to stay that way now. I'm completely lost. If she is who I think she is, she'd be 77 by now. Nami, then she can't be the same person. I mean, she's a celestial dragon. Usopp, yes, but the last time I saw her, she was departing for Mary Joyce. Oh no, this is still Brooke. Yes, but the last time I saw her, she was departing for Mary Joyce. She was a princess in my home kingdom. Usopp and Nami, Nani? Brooke, she is still frozen solid. So this is Frankie running towards them. Damn, that ice is really legit. We can't tell if she's alive, but maybe that's for the best. Couldn't she just be a celestial dragon look-alike? None of this changes the fact that she came here to lay siege to Elbaf. True, but she's the one who released our restraints. So this is Brooke responding. So they're flashing back. We're freed. Yay, we're untied. My mind power did the trick, you see? Brooke continues. Why would she do that? Then Brooke is having a flashback. Run, Brooke! And this is Gunko heading towards him before the emu takeover. She seemed to recognize me. And then she just turned back into a devil. It's almost like I've witnessed 3 different personalities. Her original personality, the personality that saved us, and the demon form. Uh-oh. Nami, so do you think she's being controlled? Back then, I wouldn't have thought of such a possibility, but after seeing how people are turning into demons today, I can't reconcile the conflicting feelings swirling through my chest. Jinbei, sorry if this is insensitive, Brooke, but we need to know if she should be spared or killed. We can't make a move till you decide. Oh, there you go, Jinbei. Brooke, it was honestly a really long time ago. She was just a kid, and I was so young. There was once a kingdom. Are we getting a Brooke flashback in the middle of Elbath, or at the end of Elbath? Are we really about to get a Brooke flashback? There was once a kingdom that fell called Esperia. It was a country where music flourished, instrument studios lined the streets. This is Brooke's real flashback. 70 years ago, West Blue, 4 a.m. Broom, strum, ahem. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Waking up in the morning is a good mermaid. Mermaid? A new world's beginning. There's so many seas out there. I'd love to meet them all. Good mermaid. Good morning, Esperia. No more waiting around for fair winds. Shut up, I'm dealing with a hangover. Let's set sail again, baby. The back alley folks. Be quiet. Dogs are barking. Tee. Good morning, Brooke. The port people. The arena. Oh, how I long to meet a sexy mermaid one day. Quoted wait, what? Is that what one of Sanji's dreams? Oh, how I long to meet a sexy mermaid one day. Shut it, Brooke. It's Lord Brooke. Kaya! Kick him out of the corpse. She'd steal my soul away. Call that a bad fishing. Wait, bad fishing. Somebody get me a gun. Yeah. This is the country of instrument makers. Esperia Kingdom. So Brooke is just bounding into the sky. The sun is beaming into the background. You got these awesome looking buildings, and they got like notes on the top of their spires. It's a pretty cool panel. I can't believe we're getting 2 flashbacks in the Elbath. That's crazy. Esperia Palace, the barracks. Captain, teach us how you do your swift slash. You got a bunch of soldiers looking. You dot too much on Princess Shuri. How shameful. I've been teaching you. Teaching you all, haven't I? You have to master the basics before you can dream. Alrighty. I wonder what's for dinner tonight. Yeah, my tummy is grumbling. We'll deliver Binks sake. The ocean breezes guides our way far across the eyes can see. The sun is shining merrily as the birds fly in the sky as they sing out with glee. So we got young Brooke. Oh, look, Brooke is looking beastly. Raider Captain, Guard Corps of Esperia, Brooke, 20 years old. Dee-hee-hee, we worked hard today. You think I got stronger just like Mama? Kingdom of Vesperia Princess Shuri, 7 years old. Brooke, your mother is indeed super strong. Ah, Lady Candel, the light of my life. Bad look for falling for a married lady, Brooke, said Shuri. What are you saying? Love is freedom. Who the hell is this bum? That's the king? Kingdom of Vesperia, King Leuven. I'll execute you for treason. Brooke, you're so harsh. Wow, bro, oh, that's her brother. Wow, bro, I mean my majesty. What? Oh, sorry, that was Brooke still speaking. You're so harsh. Wow, bro. Wait, that's Brooke's brother? Wow, bro, I mean your majesty. Daddy! You're scheming to assassinate me, aren't you? Said Leuven. I would never. I'll just wait for nature to take its course. See, Brooke, just give up on my mommy. When I grow big, I'll marry you instead. Oh. Then we got Luv and Shuri. That's the kind of cute things kids normally tell their dads. Double, huh? Oh, I don't really want a bride with a runny nose, said Brooke. Sent Leuven threw a kick and Brooke dodged it. Why don't you dare shoot down my daughter right in front of me. I'm a one-woman type of guy, as Brooke is swaying, dodging. Then Shuri's laughing. Dee hee hee hee. Your Majesty, I apologize for breaking up the fun, but raiders from a gang are closing in from the ports. The corpsmen in the area are badly outnumbered. The reinforcements we dispatched from the castle probably won't make it in time. So we got a map. So there's the opera house, the port, and the palaces like on top of like two platforms. So we got Leuven. Who are they after? They're calling for Queen Candel. She is currently at the opera house in town. What? Could it be the Moron family? Yes. They've been after Candel for ages. When did they even land on our shores? Send out a message to Candel to not leave the opera. Send a message to Candel to not leave the opera house. Then the guy responded. All the snails at the opera house are on Do Not Disturb. Louvel's like, ugh. Shuri, Brooke, you have to do something. They're gonna take Mama away. Brooke, the Moron family. That's strange. I met them at the harbor today. Opera venue. Bang, bang. Kia. So we see some people on the ground and we see people on the horseback charging. Gang riders. We see a dude on a horse. This kind of dope design. I'm digging the shirt. Got scars on the face. We got a tattoo on the eye. Got a gangster hat. Opera house. That was such a wonderful performance. Come on out, Candel. Don Moron. Like, Don Marlin? Is that like a bad spelling of Don Marlin? This is like Don Marlin's dad or something like that? Nah. Yeah, this could be because God's. Yeah, this could be Don Marlin's dad, relative or something. Don Moron told us we can shoot you if you refuse. Oh, Don Moron isn't even there. Today we settle it once and for all. You'll finally learn to love our boss, Candel. We must make sure the queen does not leave the theater. Bang! Yeah! Leuven, Brooke. Don't worry about it, my royal bro. Remember, our queen is strong. There's no chance they'll catch her. Anyways, it's a shame they didn't realize that when I ran into them at the port earlier. I already sliced them all down. What? And then they all what? It's gonna turn out like the reason why Brooke doesn't get power ups because he was just like a Yonko commander off rip. Like the moment they met him at Thriller Bark, he was just a Yonko commander. So he's like, let the young kids play. I'm just gonna chill in the background, let them play and learn things. Let it be known that Brooke, he knows all about hockey. Watch him have some like crazy hockey techniques, like, or it could be like something like because he lost his body mass, he can't use his super powerful techniques or something. But Brooke is way too nice for like the level of character he is. They all just got slashed. Their guns are shattered. They're falling off their zebras. What the hell is this? As one guy on the ground. Huh? Don't tell me these guys were already cut down. Then that means that was Captain Brooke's swift slash. So Brooke is just known to be doing stuff like this. He slashed them earlier in the day. How does this even work? It was the 3-pace hum notch slash. Lord Brooke, you're so cool. The queen's coming out. Oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. Over 70 years ago, there were two massive stars in the kingdom of Vesperia. One was the former commander of the Royal Guard Corps and the current Queen of Candel. Then we got, oh, she looks strong. Actually, that's a very, also a very unique design for a woman. So live, it's so lively. The other, through his music, was widely disliked, would slash his target so swiftly they never even noticed they'd been cut. He is the master of the swift slash, the captain of the battle guards, Humming Brook. Kingdom of Vesperia, Queen Candel. At this time, the kingdom was at peace. Brook in his younger days. We're getting a Brook flashback in Elbaf. Hey, yo, Usopp, it's done. Usopp, it's done. Usopp fans, it's over. That's it. Usopp fans is done. Usopp got all of his relevance already. There's no way, unless his flashback is going to be one chapter in length, like next 1184, and that's the end of the flashback. I doubt Oda's going to give us a one chapter flashback. I'm curious what's the shortest flashback in One Piece history. I'm curious about that. Let's see if ChatGPT can help us out with that. Or just regular Google. Shortest One Piece flashback. Alright, so according to the AI overview, this Kaido, that's technically true. What's the meme? Little nigga, medium nigga, big nigga. Oh, that was funny because it was so true. Let's see. So the longest. Manga chapters. So Gaimon, 2 to 3 pages in chapter 22, Mont Blanc. So it's possible they have just like a one. So Oda has done single chapter flashbacks. So it's possible that Brooks is going to get one chapter. I doubt it. Yeah, Usopp is done. It's over with. I'm really shocked that we're getting this. I know I joked that Oda's just going to not show us the conclusion of Emu's invasion. Because Oda says it's going to end suddenly. How are we getting a Brook flashback? Brook gets 2 flashbacks? That's crazy. Huh. I'm interested in this story, but I feel like there's just better things to do. Like, this flashback totally... Like, One Piece has to be ending soon. Like, this is like... Exhibit 1000 that One Piece is going to end around the corner. Because there's no way he couldn't fit this flashback in another arc. Even like an intermission where they're sailing somewhere and they're asking, hey, yo, Brook, what's going on? In the middle of the climax of Elbaf, we're getting the real Brook flashback. That's interesting. Although this was a great debut of the flashback. So 20-year-old Brook was just using feature sight and slashing dudes. Like, he was damaging people before they realized, like, early in the day. Let's see if we can pinpoint when they showed up. Or do we see their arrival? Let's see. Alright. The arena. So we see Brook jumping. So yeah, we don't actually see where they showed up. Alright, let's scroll down. So what did Brook specifically say? Because he said he saw them in the morning. So I met them all at the harbor today. So it doesn't say like how much time has passed since when Brooke met them and when they showed up. I mean, when Brooke met them and when they invaded the village. So Brooke met them at the port, slashed them all down right then and there. Then just went about his day. That's crazy. So is this going to be like the explanation of why Brooke just get this? Let's just say like Brooke's not going to get a power up. He's going to be suddenly just strong. It's just like, hey, yo, Brooke, like, why are you just suddenly blocking attacks from like elite hockey users? Because Brooke was always just nice, just hiding his power levels this entire time. But also, he's older now, so this is Brooke at 20. So this is probably prime Brooke or close to prime Brooke. And maybe he aged like a regular person in the One Piece world. So like by the time he got to his Rumbar Pirates days, that was post Prime Brook. Because this version of Brook should have folded whatever no name pirates killed the Rumbars. Like what? So Brook must have aged like a regular person in the One Piece verse. So when he got to the Rumbar Pirates, he was just like kind of not necessarily washed up, but like he was not the dude he used to be. Or maybe he was depressed or something, because what you mean you slashed them earlier in the day and they didn't notice? So they rode on the horseback through town, gave a speech, shot someone. L to this dude. They couldn't, the slash couldn't activate before he got shot. But also, is Brooke this dude's actual brother? They do look alike. Yeah, they actually do look alike. Brooke and Luvin. So Brooke's brother is king of Asperia. Asperia fell somehow, and Shiri went to the Holy Land. So the Holy Holy Knight saw either was it Candle? What's her name? Yeah, so either a Holy Knight saw Candle and was like, yo, I likes ya and I wants ya. So they took Candle and Shiri with them to the Holy Land. And they laid siege to Asperia. Luvin dies. Emu controls Shiri to kill Luvin. And that's what Brooke sees. And then Brooke just says, hey, yo, fuck it, I'm out. So maybe that's how the story ends. That's my guessing from the context clues of what we've gotten so far. Man, these celestial drags are on demon timing. That's crazy. This is interesting. We're getting a second Brooke flashback during the climax of Elbaf. I'm curious to see what the reaction of the community is going to be to this. I think some people are going to absolutely hate this. I'm iffy on it. I'm more depressed because this to me signals One Piece's end is around the corner. Because there's no way you justify doing this unless you're like, yo, this series is not going to last that long. We can't afford to put another flashback later on because there's not much later on after Elbaf. So that's what makes me feel melancholy right now. Because yeah, One Piece is ending soon. So that's kind of crazy. Huh. There's no way this couldn't be somewhere else. This was a cool chapter, though. We got some more Emu and Loki. Loki busted out a new attack. What was it Ragna 2 Blades Jinheim or whatever is it called? Let's see. Ragna 2 Jin Bladesheim, and Emu used a new move, Sword of Wrath Graham. And Emu also did this new person, Dozan. Who is Dozan? Is Dozan I was like, is Dozan Zunisha? But Zunisha has a name, Zunisha. But Zunisha's like elephant though, so maybe Zunisha is just what they call it. Maybe Dozan Zunisha's real name. Is Dozan the giant robot? Or is Dozan a completely new person? Loki. Wait, he didn't call them Ragnar and he didn't call them Nidahogg and Joy Boy. He called them by their actual names, Loki and Straw Hat. So Dozan must be like the actual name of the person, not like a title or something. So who is Dozan? Who's this person? Like, why are we debuting a new person right now? What the? What the hell is her name? Gabon's wife. All right, let's try to think if I could brain blast it before I look it up. Nah, I can't. I can't think of her name. Damn. All right, let's see. Ripley. There we go. Ripley. Ripley's all bandaged up. I know L reactor, L reactor, L reactor. Ripley's all bandaged up. The Zaza part, just okay. Again, until Sanji gets there, they're just like they can't do anything. One of the giants is shooting an arrow, just hits the water. Zaza's just hitting them with a downpour. There's nothing they can do. It's impressive that Emu attacked the block of ice and it's still standing. So that means Ragnar's ice is actually pretty strong. This is a decent. This is a good chapter. I'm just interested about how long this Brook flashback is going to be. I think. Oh, Shiri's eye has half. So Shiri has the half Rinnegan eye, and the normal eye. Interesting. Let's look at Brook's brother. Brook's brother's eyes are normal. Let's look at their mother's eyes. I don't think we can like the other eye is blocked off. From the panel, it looks like she has two normal eyes, but she might have the Rinnegan in her left eye. So maybe. But Shiri definitely has the Rinnegan in her eye. So I'm curious to see what's the play with that. Is that just some weird genetic trait? Does that mean the emu's already been? How's this work? Yeah. So is this like a trait of all Nerona? So is Brook part Neronin? Like So I'm curious to see if we get an explanation of how this stuff works. Because she was obviously taken to the Holy Land. This kingdom got destroyed. Some went wrong. But let me know what y'all think about the transition into the Brook flashback. Let me know how many chapters y'all think this flashback's gonna be. I'm gonna say 5 chapters. This flashback's gonna be because we still got a lot of stuff to close in Elbath. So I don't think we can sit here for far too long to see Brook's story. We're gonna get Brook's strong at this point. The Queen is really strong. Brook's brother is the king apparently. So is Brook's brother king by marriage, or was he born a king? So I think that's interesting. Let's actually see if that clarifies that. So it looks like Brook's brother was born king because one was the former commander of the Royal Guard Corps and the current king. So that sounds like he saw her and decided to marry her. Like she was a soldier, and like, oh damn, she's a baddie, baddie alert, and took her as his wife. And then so like it seems like Brook is royalty. We got two royalty on the crew, Sanji and Brook. Interesting. So maybe Brook is not. Maybe they're not blood brothers. Maybe they're sworn brothers. But they do have a very striking resemblance. Even Brook's old nose looks similar to Leuven. So, I don't know. Maybe they could be sworn. But Ace and Luffy looked alike and they're not related either. So with Oda, there's only a handful of designs. So, who knows how this is going to shake down. But thank y'all for tuning in to another edition of Newton's Manga Academy. This was an interesting episode of One Piece. Interesting chapter of One Piece. We got bits amounts of fighting. We got an update of Sanji heading to the town with Zaza. The ice is still standing, and now we're getting into the Brook flashback. I could have never foresaw this was how this chapter was going to end. A Brook flashback. But Brooke's a cool character. He probably has some of the least amount of screen times of any Straw Hat due to when Brooke debuted on the crew to when the 2-year time skip happened and all that stuff. So maybe this is Oda catching up Brooke to the rest of the crew with screen time. I don't know. I'm curious to see at the end of One Piece the amount of time each of the main Straw Hats were on screen to see who was on the screen the most and who was on the screen the least. But thank y'all for tuning in to another edition of Newton's Manga Academy. Yeah, this is interesting. I'm just kind of shocked that we're getting a Brooke flashback here. But peace out. Tune into the next tune into the next stream. All right, catch y'all later.